So I got 3 more Switch 1 games that I was checking out on Nintendo Switch to see if they do perform better. And the first one I want to start off with is Batman Arkham Asylum. This game also looked decent on the Switch 1, like I can't complain about it too much, but on the Switch 2, it looks so much better. The visuals are vastly improved with that larger screen, the game looks more defined, less pixelized, and more important, just runs really well. And especially when you do have a lot of enemies on screen, it is important to note that the third game in this trilogy still isn't available on Nintendo Switch 2, so hopefully they're working on it and it'll finally be playable. On to the next game, a game that looks like a completely different game, Mortal Kombat 1. This game looks phenomenal on the Switch 2. In fact, I know they did some updates for the Switch 1 that made it more playable, but it was still not to this level. This feels like a proper release, and I'm so glad they did it because this is a great game. And finally, Pizza Time. This is a game that I think played really well on the Switch 1, surprisingly well, but I was really curious how it would play on the Switch 2. And if I'm being honest, I didn't notice much of a difference. I don't think that there's much of a glow up for it, but I'm not even sure it needed it. But I am just going through my library like I said I would and checking all these games. So we definitely had 2 wins and 1 tie, which isn't bad when you think about how it reimagines your entire backlog.